Hello everyone, it's AJ, and today we have a brand new season of Bungo Stray Dogs. Woohoo! So we are here to just break it down and just appreciate it because fuck yeah, we have season 5. Yes! Oh, the pain just gets better. Can you tell I'm a wee bit excited? Not me literally like screaming the minute that the episode was available for me to watch. No, not me. But anyway, we have the first episode of season 5, and the glory that is everyone was correct who went to Anime Expo, and that it is just carrying on from season 4. It is perfect. We are just not wasting any time with a light novel. Not that there's anything wrong with light novels, they're fantastic, but like we need the main line. We need to get into it. So, let us dive in. So, obviously, like I said, we just carry on for where season 4 kind of left off. But we kind of start off with a guy just like ordering food out of a food truck. But then, boom, with the fucking truck. But not the truck that you think it is. A different truck. Because, why not? But, who knows? Anyway. With that, we have like the news coverage of it. Hey, there's been a body explosion, and we get Kunikida! Yay! Oh, Kunikida. And there's Juno just being like, hey, I'm just gonna like kinda talk shit to you and whatnot, but I have a pear that looks like an apple. And I'm pretty sure if I remember in the manga, it says like an apple pear. But anyway, so he's just like sitting there and he's just like peeling this fucking pear, and then he's like, yeah, so I'm not gonna give this to you, but you know what, I could make you be innocent, Kunikida, you know that? Let's make a deal, and well, why don't you join us? Why don't you join the hunting dogs and like hunt down your own kind? Let's just like hunt down the ADA, you know, and you could be like perfectly fine. Like, we'll fix you up because like, see, you may think that I don't like you, but do you know what? You really impressed me. Like, see the whole like shenanigans you did with getting the grenades out and using Tetsu and all that as a shield. Glorious. Top notch. So you become a hunting dog, we can all fix you up, and like obviously you'll have to stay with us forever because you have to get topped up every month and whatnot. But like, you'd be free. Don't you want that? And like Kunikida just being like, yeah, get to fuck me. I ain't like doing that. He's just like, yeah, I'm not like betraying the AD because like we're innocent. Not that you think that, but yeah. And he's like, well, what are you gonna do then? Because well, now like, well, the thing is, you kind of have no hands, so you can't exactly use your abilities, so yeah. Also, I want to point out, this is like probably my first complaint of the episode. I know it sounds really bad, but I'm already complaining, but the reveal just felt very lackluster. Like, I feel like seeing the manga, like the whole reveal, the fact that Kunikida has like nae hands was such a big deal, and yet in this it's just like, oh look, he's still just sitting there and it's like, yeah, you have no hands, and that's it. It's like, no, it's a big deal, because obviously, like you've pointed out, the fact that he has no hands means he can't use his ability technically. Like, it's a big deal, and yet it's just like Bones just went, nah. Like, come on. Oh, but anyway, we go into the OP. Like, yes, oh yes. Like, bonus points. Mwah. Oh, the heavy metal kind of style. Like, Grand Rodeo just going fucking heavy. Yes. Gimme. Oh, I love it. Like, I'll probably do a separate video really breaking down the OP because there is lots of comments and there's actually also some disappointments as well, but please bear with me. I think you probably could maybe tell what the complaints are because I feel like it's kind of a universal like complaint of the rehashing of bits. However, it still looks fucking stunning for the most part. So yeah, I'll do a separate video of gushing over the OP because there's things we need to talk about. But anyway, let's just talk about the actual episode. But OP, solid, love it. Oh, give me that heavy music. Yes. Gimme. Also, it's Grand Rodeo. They never fail. It's just so good. But anyway, let's get back in to where the episode is. So we join the Motley Crew, like I say the Motley Crew. Basically, the Motley Crew of the ADA, it's actually free and roaming, not the ones that are like having issues. So we're in Anne's room, like we have Atsushi, like Lucy, Kyoka, and Ango just being like sitting in a wee circle and just being like, what the fuck do we do? Like, we've lost Sigma, they think Sigma's dead, and it's just like, shit, what we gonna do? And like Atsushi's like panicking, as he does. But fair to him. Like, what the fuck do you do in this situation? And obviously him thinking the way he does, and then like does I just appear again, you know, the hallucinating of Dazai. Always a bad sign. Just being like, yeah, stop being like a wee petty little bitch. Utilize what you have. Just use that the now. Don't think, oh, I need to go get other things. No. Just use what you have. And then obviously doing the dramatic, actually turning around, but like, oh, he's not actually there. Oh my god. But yeah, so making his point, being like, stands up, well, kind of stands up. Oh, no. Going like, hey, like, let's figure this out. Like, there must be something that they missed. Like, come on, like, we can use our minds. And then just goes, wee, gunk. You know, just lying on the job. Come on, actually. That's a bit mean, but like, yeah. So he just collapses, and they're just like, wait, what? Oh, but that doesn't matter because we're cutting back to Kunikida, and Juno just being like a fucking pest because he's like, well, you've rejected our our offer, so I'm just gonna like kind of mentally torment you. Like, I'm gonna throw your ideals book at you, but it's gonna be in half. Not that you can write in it, because remember, like, your hands are gone and you're not taking our offer, so you won't get your hands back. And oh yeah, by the way, Yusano's gonna get executed today. Yes! And I'm just gonna walk out smirking like a little bitch. And oh god, Kunikida like screams of anguish. Oh, that was not easy to listen to. Like, perfect. Yes. But ow, I don't like it. Like, can he not? It just hurts. Like, I also really hate fucking Juno's face. Like, this fucking, like, like, Juno, I love you. But, no. In this moment, you're a fucking dick. And I have to accept that, but in this moment, you're just a dick. I will love you later on, but still, you're a dick right now. And I hate you for it. Oh. So whilst we're having, like, Kunikida, like, screaming in anguish, like, kind of, like, pans out and, like, there's a sniper just, like, got his eyes on him and just, like, hey, yes. And then we cut to Sigma. Yee! Oh, this bit. Sorry. I love this bit. So we have Sigma. And then he's like, wait, Nikolai? Nikolai just being the cutest little thing. Oh, my God. Sorry, I just really love Nikolai in this scene. He's just adorable. Like, see the scenes where he's just like twirling his fucking cane, like, mate, stop being adorable. You're very twisted, but you're very adorable at the same time. And rightfully so, like, Sigma's like, how wait, what? Like, first of all, how are you alive? How am I alive? What the fuck is going on? And, like, Nikolai just being like, oh, how rude, you never ask a magician how to, like, reveal their tricks. So he's like, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Oh, I love him. He's just, like, so silly. I love him. And then, like, explaining how he got Sigma, like, okay, and like how he caught him and everything like that, and his like ability just made him going up and down, like, and then it was like slowly slowing down, and it was like, oh yeah, by doing this it was also fixing like your blood problems as well, and it's like, you're welcome. And he's just, what? he's just so silly. I love him. Although, I do have a complaint. Shock. I have a complaint. So, there's this great bit in the manga, right? And it's the bit where he's talking about Fyodor and whatnot. Because, obviously, they've had a little mini bitching session about how Fyodor basically put the hit onto Sigma. And then the whole point of Nikolai was he was meant to die in that moment, so that was the agreement. And then Nikolai just be like, yeah, well, you see, I was going to do that. But then, like, I was fascinated. I was astonished by him and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, but we don't get to see it. Like, you see the bit where, like, they have that little shot of them in Fyodor's little fucking computer room. You get the wee tiny bit of, like, Nikolai and him in the room together, and that's it. But you don't get any, like, facial reactions of Nikolai, like, as he's talking to Fyodor. Like, oh, no, because, like, it's nice in the manga because you get to see, like, a bit more of an understanding of what, like, Nikolai thinks. Whereas how the bones have went is more like, let's get Sigma's point of view of how fucking unhinged, like, Nikolai's being. Because that's essentially what we get. We just get, like, obviously goes on about, like, oh, I'm going to kill Fyodor, so then we will be released from our, like, emotions and all that, so then we'll be truly free. And, like, rightfully so, Sigma's looking at him like he's a fucking crazy bat, which is fair. But we didn't get the nice panels of, like, Nikolai looking at Fyodor like this actual, like, with the astonishment that he's telling, like, Bones, show us it, don't tell us it. Like, yeah, it's nice to get fucking Sigma reactions, but still, we want the no. We want the Nikolai reactions to it. Shame on you. I know Sigma's very pretty, but come on. Nikolai's pretty. He's also very pretty when he's astonished. Alright. I'm just bitter. But anyway, they better make it up for us, like, in later on. They better make it up. I'm watching you, Bones. Pure threatening, Bones. Yeah, typical Paige. Oh, it's a typical episode where I'm threatening fucking Bones. Yeah. After we get the nice little reunion and breakdown of Nikolai and Sigma being like, how the fuck is this all going on? It's like, hey, we're going to go off and kill Fyodor. Yay, because frankly, I need your ability, Sigma, to figure out what Fyodor's ability actually is so then I can kill him and then I'll be free. Yay! Let me be free from these emotions. Oh, Sigma, man, what'd you get yourself into? But anyway, we cut back to the Motley Crew in Anne's place, and, well, Ango's having this whole kind of moment of, like, right, I should really kill Atsushi. It's essentially what that bit was. It's like, right, this is just, like, a whole other, like, poison thing, you know, and it's just like, right, he's gonna hold him hostage and then we can't do anything and then the lassies aren't gonna let me do anything to him, so I need to kind of, like, kill him now and then get out somehow. Because if I don't kill him now, like, everyone else is gonna die instead, because, you know, like, Angle being Angle. It's just like, Angle being Angle. And just as he's, like, pulling out the gun, like, Atsushi wakes up and he's like, oh my god, you're awake now! But, like, I feel like in the manga, right, Ashley kind of sees the fact that Ango points a gun at him, but I feel like in this episode, it didn't feel like Ashley registered with the fact that Ango was literally about to shoot him. It's just like, cool. I don't know if it was just me, but yeah, that's how it kind of felt like. And then it's just like, yeah, by the way, I now, like, remember shit now. Because it's like, yeah, it turns out that Sigma transferred information into my heat, and now I can remember stuff. So, there's a guy called Kamui, and he's, like, the head of the whole Decay of Angels, and he has the page, because that's what we're trying to look for. We're trying to look for the page. And, well, they have it. And it's like, right, where are they? And it's like, well... But doesn't matter, because we then cut back to Kunikida, who's, well, notices that there's a sniper, sees, like, the little glint, jumps off, and then the bullets actually, like, hit the door panel. But somebody like emerges from it like a whole masked figure and just goes, yeah, I'm gonna take you away. Here's a wee grenade thing. And it's like, oh shit. And like cutting back to the Motley Crew in Anne's room, like Ango's like discussing like, right, we can maybe like kind of hurt you in a way, like basically let's try and like hurt you so then like your brain like maybe sets in for it registers the information that's in your head because it's like the shock value and whatnot of like, hey, there's pain. Oh look, here my brain's working now because it's now going into overdrive. It's like, okay. So, but when he's suggesting this, like the lassies are like, oh, do I just like pinch his like cheeks and shit like that? Like the most tamest of like things. And Ango's like, yeah, these girls are way too overprotective. And then Ango's like, right, maybe I could use my ability on you and I could take the information from you and then yous can like hit me, right? And then I'll process the information. And then immediately the lassies are like, oh, I can just fling you again. I can get Anne to fling you against the wall. I can stab you in the knee. And he's like, this is just not going to work. He's like, I do not like how this is going. So the lassies are like spouting off what they could do to like hurt him and everything like that. And then a sword just appears out of Atsushi's head, like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, but then that's brain blast. That's it. Like the information has now came in. So he's like, oh great, I felt bloodlust. What's that? Oh great, somebody wants to kill me. Oh wait, this camera guy wants to get rid of all of the ADA. He's literally in the midst of like an assassination plot to like take out all of the ADA. So that's where the guy is, by the way. So let's like go after that. And then like it cuts to like Kunikida getting dragged out by the masked guy, and then we cut to Yasano who's like getting transported to our execution, and then there's like an explosion like outside the car. So like all the guards get out. So two go in the front, two go in the back, and then the van just like disappears. You know, like as you do, like it just disappears out of nowhere, and then it cuts to, we have Katai like appear and it's like, it's been so long mate, and he's got like a guard outside his door. He's like, please can I just get my phone? I need my electronics. Honestly, he's just like a fucking millennial. Just like, I need my phone. And the guy's just like patches him completely and he just goes fine and goes back in his room, and then notices that there's a phone in the corner. Obviously scrambles to it because obviously what his ability's like, and then he gets sucked into it. And the car's just like, wait, what has just happened? It's like, yeah, you kind of just like lost like your guy that you were guarding. You're losing your job. But after that, we also cut to Fukuzawa, like, cause he's still in like the interrogation room. You know how like in the last season it's like Fukuji coming in with like fucking alcohol and being like, right, let's have a wee drink, but you should really tell me like what's going on. And then it's just like, nah, fuck off. So people come and take Fukuzawa away. Like the guy in the mask comes back, and then there's a nice like dressed up like basically bodyguard kind of thing. And then they take him up to like the top of the building. It's like, oh, you're gonna drop me off the building, great. And then we cut to the fucking sillies in the prison playing a math game, being like, let me just like guess the number you're thinking in your head, and it's all about like stupid big numbers. It's just and it's like, oh, this is just too easy. Also, I think they just like rehashed the same kind of clips from like season 4. Like I know that they've done this like back to back, and it makes kind of sense to reuse like some bits, but could you maybe make it a little bit different? Because it literally looks almost the exact same as like when they're talking about the very first like advanced when Fyodor's asking for advice the first time. Well, happy group counseling hour. Like it's literally just the exact same kind of panels and like clips and whatnot, but I'm now being picky. And then just having a wee back and forth, and then Fyodor's like, do do you know what? I'm worried about the ADA. Like, oh, like, what a shame. And he's like, are you not worried for him? And Dad's like, just like, nah. The only thing I need to worry about is looking after you, and as long as I'm doing that, like, he can roam free. And he's just like, Fyodor's like, wait, who's he? And Dad's like just being like the smug git, but yeah, it's just being like, oh yeah, the strongest person in the ADA. And reveal up at the top of the building with Fukuzawa, the masked guy is in fact Ranpo! Yay! He's fine. He's best boy. It's great. And then it's like, oh hey, this is my accomplice. The nice dressed man is actually Po. Also, I just have to point out, like, it's maybe a good thing I don't do live reactions to it, because all you would have seen me every single time that Po was there, because obviously, as I've stated, like, I know the things that happen in the manga, so I knew when he was there, so all I kept going was just going po 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 like po. Honestly, that song has like corrupted my mind for the end of days, and I love it. So it's a good thing we don't get live reactions, because all you would get is that for about half of the episode. But yeah, so Ranpo just being the absolute boss that he is, it breaks it down, like how he got out of the situation and whatnot. So obviously the last time we saw him, he was cornered by the police and he jumped out the window, and poor guy that was just right underneath him getting absolutely squished by him. But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna nick your cloak and your hat. Thanks, mate. Bye. I'll return it when I feel like it. Ranpo is never gonna return that. So basically he just goes on about like how he's been like snooping around, like getting all the information, all the evidence to like back them up to say like, hey, look, we are actually innocent. Shock. And then he's like, well, basically I just rewrote the whole like enemy's plan. So you know how like, well, first of all, you were meant to get like assassinated, everyone else was meant to get assassinated, but I just infiltrated it, and like Po took out the sniper, I took out the car. Basically we just made it an electric car and made it play noises so that it sounded like it had a real engine, and then when they all left, because we set off the explosion early, we just drove the car away. Like, honestly, it's so stupid, but it's just great. And then it's like, oh yeah, and then obviously we got Po to just like set up a lovely story to Nick Katai. Like, it all works out, and then it's like, and then we came and got you. Yay! Oh, honestly, Ranpo is just like the best. Honestly, Ranpo just like seeing this whole arc just like fucking shines. It's just great. Oh, I love it. Also, just the fact that Po just looks so nice, different. Like, see when he puts his hair back and all that, and looking very sharp. I love it. I've just got that fucking song going through my head again. I'm like, no, do not sing it, do not sing it, do not sing it, do not sing it. Oh, but anyway. So, we then cut to a live press conference, and all the journalists there are, well, they're kind of like, why are we here? This is like such a boring news article. And then there's like this lassie who is very dead set on being like, right, we need to talk about the ADA. We need to go get them. We need to like figure out what their plan is and all that. We need to like get all the info out of them and whatnot. And the guy is just like, right, okay, cool. And she's like having this whole fucking thing. Like, she's got photos and everything and Ranpo and whatnot. And then she's like, wait, what's wrong with you? And he, like, the guy's like freaking out because, there we go. Ranpo just like bored out his face, just like sitting there like, did he not like give you water and food and shit at this thing? And then obviously at that moment, everyone's like freaking out in the room. They all try and run out, the doors are locked. Apart from this one lassie, this lassie's just like, no, I'm gonna ask all the questions. But I also just want to point out, right? See the photo she has of Ranpo? It's so fucking adorable, and that's maybe one of the changes I like from the manga, because like the manga pictures is kind of just like a normal kind of like headshot kind of thing, but the fact that they're just basically got Ranpo go like hee, it's just brilliant. And especially just like, yes, this is Ranpo, that, you know, the terrorist that's going like this essentially. Oh, it's just brilliant. I love it. So Ranpo then just goes like, alright kiddies, listen up. here's how this is going to go. I'm going to tell you how we're all innocent, and I'm going to break down into the fact that I actually went and gathered all the evidence that you're not going to pay attention to because of this magical thing called the page. And then the lassie, being a good journalist that she has, been like questioning like every point and whatnot. And it's like, wait, what's this page? And then she's like, well, it's this magical thing that, like, whenever you write on it, it basically comes true. So the fact that it was written that the ADA is the whole point of being the Cave of Angels, and that any, like, authoritarian, like, police officer and whatnot will not accept any evidence, like, to prove that the ADA is innocent. Hence why I sent out all these envelopes to every single, like, police department and whatnot, in Yokohama and whatnot. And it will all be instantly in the trash, unopened, because they know that they're not meant to read it. But best guy, like Officer Minamura, just being like, where is this? Like, this is it. Well, actually, he tries to get it before Ranpo even explains the fact that it will already be in the trash. Like, it'll be already in the rubbish, unopened. And he's like, why wasn't this opened? Why is this here? And, oh, he's just the best ally. And, oh, it's so good. After he's explained what the page is and whatnot, and we get, like, the clips of Mirror just, like, going, like, right, that's, like, what is this? Looking for it. And then, like, starts running like a boss. Like, yes! Run, Mitch, run! Like, Ranpo then goes on to explain, because then, at this point, he's like, oh, yeah, it'll be about time now. And then she's like, wait, what? And then, like, SWAT army basically comes in, like, and, like, surrounds them and whatnot with guns. And, like, Ranpo's explaining, it's like, hey, look, see over, like, the last 12 years, you know, like, I have solved thousands of cases, like, for you. I have saved so many people, including people that are literally pointing guns at me. And he looks at one in particular, and you can see it's like, like, it's like, look, think. So, like, Rambo's literally, like, pointing this out, and he's like, hey, everyone, because obviously the live stream's on, so everyone can see it, like, around the whole place and whatnot. Like, around Yokohama and whatnot. And it's like, hey, like, everyone can be a good detective and all of that. All you have to do is actually look at the evidence, like, look with your own eyes, and, like, not follow what is going around and whatnot. It's like, see the truth and think for yourself, not go with it, what everyone else is doing. And you just see, like, fucking Mirror, like, just fucking running at it. Like, yes! Because he's the best ally. Because him and Ranpo are bros. Even though he doesn't want to admit it. But he'll support Ranpo anyway. Because he's the best. Oh, and all the while, like, the new ED's, like, playing underneath. And, oh, it's good. I love it. But yeah, so then we have, that's the end of the episode, basically, like, Ranpo just being, like, an absolute fucking boss, being like, hey, look, here's all the evidence you need. Suck it. We're innocent. Oh, and then that's the end of the episode, and we have to wait another week. But, oh, it's so good to be back. So good. Oh, happy days. And then next week we'll actually get to see, like, the ED, like, fucking credit things. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be like. Ooh, that'll be good. I wonder if it's going to be as cute as the last one. You know, like, season 4 one. Even though it ends up kind of being sad, because obviously it's, like, them in the AD office, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then there's, like, nobody, because, like, well, everyone's on the run. Oh, but, yay! Overall, very solid episode. We kind of misses, but, like, can kind of get over it a little bit. I'm still kind of annoyed about Kunikida's, like, hand reveal, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's a wee bit shitty. But I feel like they could have done a bit more for it. But I think that's me just being very picky. I don't know. But anyway, let me know your wee thoughts down below, and we'll be doing this every single week. Although I'm gonna say there might be some weeks where it's gonna be like it might either be late because it might come out the weekends, or it might just be a very, very shitty chat on my phone because I might be having to travel for work, which means I will not be here for this setup. So, but we'll see. It's not confirmed yet, so we'll get there if we get there. It's not confirmed. But anyway, let's talk about Bungo because that's the best time. We're back in Bungo season. Yeah. Oh, so, you know, this channel is just going to be full of content for the next, like, 3 months. And then, obviously, all the other ones I do every other month. But anyway, so, if you like that, you can like and subscribe and whatnot to get other Bungo content. And I will see you next time. So, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.